conditions ng ilang impression are susunod ng ilang impression kahit maklaro mo may obeyability. Okay? So once makita ka ng pupilya, so do I plan to steer to that? So that's the location of your vibrating line. Okay? So if ever you stop, so dihan na yung so good. Balik po siya sa YouTube siya, balik po ka. Hindi sila speak na. Okay? And then, so if magpanabanan ka, so medyo mo saka ka gamay. Okay? Not straight, pero saka ka gamay. From your angular notch, going up slightly, and then connect sa other side of the camera. Okay? So hindi na siya straight line. Okay? So, medyo curve na siya. And then, after you create your vibrating line, the posterior border of your maxillary denture base, you now create your postdap. Okay? So, your postdap is a butterfly-shaped outline. So, that's your posterior palatal seal, okay? Or your postdap. It's also called the brow line. Okay? So, ang brow line is the term lang ng siya. Okay? So, hindi na siya magawa sa exam. Ang answer dito sa exams should be posterior palatal seal or your postdap. Okay? So, if may mong brow line or butterfly outline, so that's wrong. Okay? So, the purpose of your posterior palatal seal is for additional retention of your denture in the posterior part. Okay? So, there are some instances that probable kaayo yung posterior area. So, para mo additional seal siya, na siya i-carve out na ninyo, then tao dito sa inyong denture base, na siya yung elevated yung mic. Para na siya elevated part niya, para when i-support na sa patient, na siya seal on that area. So, naka-remember mo ang inyong bone outline sa inyong bone sa di pa naman nalaling anak. So, mo ito atang i-follow para ma-seal yun siya dito sa likod. Okay? So, that's the purpose of the posterior palatal seal, to add additional retention sa inyong maxillary denture. Okay? So, for the measurement of your posterior palatal seal, on the middle line area, that's around 1 mm. From your posterior border, create a 1 mm. And then here sa pinaka-elevated part, pinaka-highest part is 2 to 4 millimeters. Okay? So, ano na siya. And then when you carve it, straight na here sa may posterior border, and then anteriorly nakaslant na yung carver. Okay? So how do you do it? May carver, can you borrow? Anyway, can you borrow that? Okay. So here sa may posterior border, orientation sa inyong carver, straight. Okay? Going down. So you carve up here. And that is approximately 2 millimeters. Okay? 1.2 millimeters. And then anteriorly, slant, around 45 degrees. Or if ever carver in yung mga straight area niya, slanted area, so tuturan siya ninyo na. Okay? Kahit automatic naman ito makakarga dito 45 degrees. Okay? So if ever yun yung carver, so So same thing sa inyong gibuhat sa tissue stops, manahon sa ninyo tumuta on the posterior palatal seal. So itangan ninyo yung excess na VLC, and then i-put ninyo. And then ihan ang cover sa inyong denture baseline. Okay? So dapat, pilit na siya, dapat if ako nang i-touch niya rin na elevated part. Okay? So that's your posterior palatal seal. Do you follow? Next is your okay. Next is your incisive papilla. Okay. So you encircle your incisive papilla, the outline of your incisive papilla, and then you draw a vertical outline, dividing the incisive papilla vertically. Okay. So vertical. So it will determine the midline of the maxillary arch. Okay. So this will be your midline. So later on, when you place your contacts, the visual surfaces of your central incisor should meet on this area. Okay. So that's why you need to have your land area. Para when you have your OCR na may guide hapon. Okay. So if utangan na ninyo ng denture base OCR, matabunan ang outline dito sa ridges, sa ridge. Okay. So you have your land area to guide you kung asa mo lapit para din malakas. Okay. So meaning to say, half sa imong midline sa imong incisive papilla vertically, so that should be your midline sa imong central. Okay. So the visual surfaces of your central incisors should be here. Okay. Next, you create a horizontal line dividing your incisive papilla. So meaning to say, maka-create ng cross inside sa imong outline sa incisive papilla. So the horizontal line, ilahos pa siya sa imong land area. Okay? So ang horizontal line, approximately here. Okay? So this should be the location of the cusp tip of your maxillary canine. Okay? So cusp tip of your maxillary canine should be located somewhere here. Okay? So here, ang central incisor, lateral, cusp tip of the canine should be here. Okay? The cusp tip of the canine. Do you follow? If you use this outline, half sa incisive papilla. However, there's another way to determine the location of the canine. The posterior border of the incisive papilla. Okay? So encircle ang posterior border, you outline it, come dito sa land area. So approximately this is the location of the distal marginal ridge of your maxillary canine. Okay? So if half sa imong incisive papilla, horizontal, cusp tip of the canine, the distal border of your incisive papilla, that's the location, approximately the location of the distal marginal ridge of your maxillary canine. Okay? Horizontal, vertical, that's the location of the or the midline. Okay? Do you follow? Do you have questions? Okay? Next, you encircle the, what's this? Your maxillary tuberosity. Okay? Anterior border of the maxillary tuberosity is the location, as the approximate location of the distal surfaces of your most posterior pointing, which is your second molar. Okay? So meaning to say, if mobile mo later on pointings, how to measure it? The anterior border of the maxillary tuberosity and the posterior border of the incisive papilla. Okay? So you measure it. Ang iyang distance, i-measure na siya kung pila ka millimeters, and then tanawa dito sa manufacturer's log if ever asa siya mo kung inside ang iyang measurement. Okay? So this should be the location of the visual surface of your first premolar. Kay distal surface man sa iyang canine. So yan man sila mag-name. So distal surface of your canine and the visual surface of your first premolar. And this one is the distal surface of your second molar. So meaning to say, if i-measure namin mo siya diha, that's the length of the posterior pontix. Okay? So, tanawa dito later on sa imong pagpalit kung asa ang measurement na coincide on your space here. Okay? So, naana siya i-chart dito. Okay? So, later on, when umabot na ka sa setting, tuglaan na tamo on how will you measure the pontix. Okay? Do you follow? So, kana, distal surface of your maxillary second molar. Dapat ang inyong answer is specific distal surface, not only second molar. Okay? Kaya mayroon mong second molar, your second molar has the distal surface, the middle, and the distal surface. Okay? So, wrong na diagram siya if mayroon mo nila the location of second molar. So, that's automatic wrong. Do you follow? Okay. Next is the crest of the alveolar ridge. Okay? So, here, you outline the crest of the alveolar ridge. Ilahos siya sa land area, posteriorly and anteriorly. Okay? So the crest of the alveolar ridge, maxillary, is the approximate location of the cusp tip of the lingual cusp tip of the maxillary posterior pontix. Okay? So the lingual cusp tip here, dapat naka-align na siya diha sa crest sa inyong alveolar ridge. Now, if I put this one, i-connect na ko na siya using a ruler or any straight line. Okay? If ako na siyang i-connect, dapat ang lingual cusp tips should follow this line. Okay? Dapat straight na siya na doon sa likod. Do you follow? So, in maxillary, the lingual cusp tip should follow this area here. Okay? So, ana. I-connect na siya anteriorly and posteriorly in line. All lingual cusp tip should follow this area. Do you follow? That's for the maxillary. Same one on the other side. So, next is your median palatigraphy. I-continue na siya posteriorly para ma-locate mo sa asa yung kuhaan sa inyong post na. Okay? Posteriorly. So, that's it for the maxillary outline. Okay? Do you have questions? Wala lang. Then, once you approve your outline, before mo mag-bidding, so ang bidding is pag-score na siya sa, what do you call that? Your posterior palatigraphy. Okay? So before mo bidding, make sure na i-approve sa namin yung outline. Then once ma-okay na rin yung outline, you can your bidding and the lockout of the undercuts. Okay? Next, your mandibular outline. Okay? Say we have your denture base extension outline. Do not forget, especially for patients wearing and patay prominent at ilang. What's this? What's this area here? Your kapag mag-aspire pwede so do something. Mandibular to mandibular. Here. If prominent ilang tanaw kanina. Pwede ko muna ako diha. What's this? One. This is a notch. Notch because of the. What's this? Your masseter muscle. Okay? So this is the masseter notch. Okay? So attachment ng your masseter muscle asa? Ano sa attachment sa inyong masseter muscle? Ang di mandible. Uy. Asa mo attach ang inyong masseter muscle? Asa mo tangguji? Ha? Asa was here? Angle of the mandible. Okay? So, maipo siya diri. Okay? So, there are types of prominent ng imo. Masseteric muscle here. So, you give relief, you create a masseteric notch. Okay? So, kanan lang. Then, you encircle the, what's this? Your retromolar pad. Okay, you outline the retromolar pad, and then you divide the retromolar pad into 3. Okay, into 3. So the 2/3 of your retromolar pad coming upward. So you outline na siya, and then 2/3 ilahos na siya sa base of the master cast. Okay, so how do you outline? How do you do an outline sa inyong 2/3? Eye level na, and then i-outline na siya straight posteriorly. Okay, straight posteriorly. Dili mo magbutang sa inyong cast, and then i-outline ninyo. Because ang tendency, if inyo nang ibutang sa table, and mag-outline mo, kung anong inyong outline mo, hilig. Okay, so if matabunan na siya sa denture base, dara ang imong viewing outline, so inaccurate, dara ang saktong outline. Okay? So, ang 2/3 sa retromolar pad, it determines the height of the mandibular occlusal plane. Okay? So, if ever sa'yo, ang imong pag-outline, mauni ang imong height sa occlusal plane. So, ang sakto is elevated pa. Okay? So, make sure eye level, then outline ka posteriorly. Do you follow? So again, the 2/3 of the retromolar pad is the height of the mandibular occlusal plane. Anteriorly, it's the corner of the mouth. When you are asked about the anatomic landmark, you will answer the height of the occlusal plane, mandibular occlusal plane. Anteriorly is the corner of the mouth. This one. Okay? The corners of the mouth, anteriorly, posteriorly is 2/3 of the retromolar pad. However, there are times na numbers only has. Okay, approximate measurement of the height of the mandibular occlusal plane is 18 millimeters. Okay, but when you are asked about the anatomic landmark, your answer should be corners of the mouth and the 2/3 of the retromolar pad. Okay, very good. Do you follow? Here, we also outline the crest of the mandibular residual ridge. Outline straight ka sa base. Outline straight ka sa base anteriorly. Do it on both sides, and then so matago na siya diha. Approximately, that's the location of the line. Okay? So the purpose of this line is, if sa maxillary mo sa ganito, the lingual, which is sulcus. The lingual cusp of the posterior quadrant. Okay. For the mandibular, it is the central developmental groove of the mandibular posterior quadrant. Di ba ana na sila? Unsay functional cusp sa maxillary? The lingual cusp. The lingual cusp of the maxillary, so this is the maxillary. Dili na. Ano na lang. Okay. So this is the maxillary. So asa ang lingual cusp sa maxillary? This one. Okay? Asa siya nito? Sa central groove na on the buccal cusp. Okay? Do you follow? Ano na sila? Okay? So if sa maxillary, lingual cusp, sa mandibular, your central groove. Do you follow? So if sa board exam, pamutan mo, nigawas pa yun sa board exam. Asa nag-include ang lingual cusp sa maxillary? Asa nag-include? The central groove of the mandibular quadrant. Though specific to siya mo dito ang question sa board exam. Pero do not be confused lingual cast and the central developmental group. Okay? So sa mandibular, all central developmental group should align in this line. Okay? The crest of the mandibular ridge. Okay? Lastly, the anterior ridge area. Okay? So here, i-outline na siya. Then, towards the land area. Okay? So this is the location, approximate location of the incisal ridges of the incisor teeth, your central and lateral incisor. Okay? So incisal ridges of the incisor teeth. The location of your canine is approximately here. Okay? We'll start na ka-rotate here sa iyong canine. Okay? So incisor teeth, incisor ridges, then your canine here. So if you're asked, not anterior teeth answer, because anterior teeth includes your canine. So dapat ang inyong answer is incisor teeth, your central and your lateral incisor. Do you follow? Okay. So that's the purpose of your outline. Okay, para later on when you do your when you do your settling na amoy guide. Okay? So after that, if okay na yung outline, ipa-check na nako, and then once I approve your outline and approve your reading na and by the way, I will then check the block out. Okay? So it's up to you kung saan ninyo pag-block out. Okay? How will you know if kulang o block out o sobrang o block out? Now, if you ma-out ng imong denture base, mag-lisod mong tanggal, it means kulang o block out. Napakay, undercut, or magasgasan ng imong flanges here. Okay? So it means kulang ka o block out. Now, if easily po siya ma-remove, or if ever bisag anak ang pagiging matagod na siya, meaning to say, na sobrahan ka o block out. Okay? So, dahan diha assess ka. Okay? So, i-assess na mo asa ka ng kulang. Okay? So, if ever ani nga makagisan ang imong denture base, pwede ra na nimo i-burn out diha. Okay? Not to the point, inipis na po yung area. Okay? If medyo gamay ra ang kulang, i-burn out na lang na siya diha para at least dili mo i-iso. Remove and insert. Okay? Then after you fabricate your denture base, make sure to polish the edges na walay pangit, and then you try it sa patient. Okay? So once i-try ganin niyo sa patient, make sure na dili siya mataga or dili po siya fit kaayo. Okay? So once ma-okay na ng patient, dili na siya mataga or wala na yung excess, so there are times na you need to do adjustments. May times na medyo yung sobra ka o create sa flange, so hindi lang nagpabasbasan. So once more, recommend na sila, basbasi lang ni diri, so basbasa lang na sila kay sila man ang nakafeel. So patient preference gihapon ta. Okay? So mga na sila, basbasa lang diri, and basbasa lang siya. Okay? So once okay na sila, that's the time na you will call me, then I will assess your denture base. And if okay na, that's the time na mamusign ko sa inyo manual. Okay, for the master cast and your trial denture base na activity. Okay? Now, if matagak ganin siya sa patient, meaning to say na ay discrepancy when you have your impression technique. It's either late mo nag-pour sa inyong impression. So if late mo nag-pour and then na-try ang inyong impression, meaning to say, na-try siya so mo shrink ang inyong impression, your alginate. So what will happen to your cast? Your cast will become bigger. Okay? Can you shrink ang inyong impression? Medyo nidako ang inyong cast. So once nidako galing yung cast, inisupod ninyo sa patient mo, luag. Okay? Muluag siya sa patient. Okay? Matagang siya. Or, dugay mo nag-pour, dugubangan ninyo of water, or gibaban ninyo yung water bottle, or gibutangan ninyo yung tissue nga basa, and then nagkaroon sa gawas, kaya gibutong mo, ni-absorb ang inyong alginate of water. So, ni-swell. Ni-swell ang inyong impression. Once ni-swell ang inyong impression, ang inyong cast ni-gamay. So, once ni-gamay inyong cast, when you fabricate your OCR, huot kaayo sa patient or dili ko. Meaning to say, you have to repeat your impression again. Or gitapakan, nangarap na diha. Or inyong gitapakan ang inyong impression. So, katong nagtapak, amen. Okay? Si Lord na mahala. Okay? So, anak. So, if okay na ang inyong trial lecture base, then you can now fabricate your occlusal contour ribs or your OCR. Okay? So, make sure that I will sign your cast sa and then your manual, I will bring your lecture base before you do your occlusal rib. Do you follow? Now, how to create an occlusal rib? Ano yung lighter? Dapat straight line. So, sa eksakto, balik ko kaya isa. So, you outline the retromolar pad. The retromolar pad is here. So, ano siya ang retromolar pad? So, you divide the retromolar pad into 3. So, anak. So, if pro na ka, pwede na pwede mo ganun. So, see the difference. Okay? Eye level, straight ka, palikod. Patakan. Anong hindi mo na? So, anak na siya dapat. Do you follow? Kita ninyo yung difference? Layo na pa kayo. Okay? So, if di mo nang tabunan ng denture base, asa yung mas elevated, nakadiri ang mong height. So, nilapas na ka sa retromolar pad, na ka sa maxillary area. Compared here, na naharap ka din. Okay? So, kanipod, lingual, ubos kayo siya. Okay? Compared sa frontal area. Okay? So, if kanin, yung tabunan ni, level na sila. Do you follow? So, tanawa yung chin drawing. Okay? Wala na kung i-judge siya. Okay, how do you fabricate your OCR? So, you just need half of the hiding wax, and then hindi na siya i-heat kamay. So after na kumagyan, you can have your lunch and then be back at home. Ba't itong music? Dili ka. Okay. So here, Okay? So first fold, make sure yung first fold is analog. Okay? Then fold, that, roll. You just make a lumpia. Okay, so what will happen if ang inyong first fold is baga? Ani. So, in-roll mo nipis na taas. If nipis yung first fold, tambok na mabog. So, tama. And then, i-form na siya o arch form. Now, you follow if kung say arch form sa inyong patient. Tatay Gary has slightly tapered arch form. Kung tapered na siya, then you make your arch form slightly tapered. If ovoid, make your arch form slightly ovoid. If square, make it slightly square. Okay? So, pwede na po na ninyo yun. And then, okay? Then after that, i-melt ang other side. Melt to siya. Melt and then i-delete sa your base. Now, you use your namin mo diha, glass lab or katong pati. Wala. Okay. If you have your gas lab or your metal spatula, okay, you use it para i-press ang inyong OCR. I-press until asa? 2/3 of the retromolar pad. Anteriorly, wala pa tayo corner of the mouth. Pila? 80. Level lang sila dapat ha, then level over here. Do you follow? Anteriorly, 18 millimeters. Then, you get a strip of a tiny wax. Then, itutang nila.
Asa mo suot sa 18mm dito?
18 arika. Sa flange tube.
Sa flange.
Here. Sa flange tube lang. So, up to here sa tapos. Okay? Okay. Then, i-melt na siya. So, ang inyong excess wax na inyong kuha mo, dyan ang inyong i-melt tube. Okay? Para mo kapit ang inyong OCR sa inyong denture base. So, wala siya itong gamiton na glue para magpilit ang inyong OCR sa inyong denture base. And then, make sure na solid siya na inyong paghimo. Okay? So, if butangan na inyong carver diha, dapat straight to siya. Okay? So, posteriorly, dapat ang imong here, tayo sa top. So, ang sakang pag-determine if too wide or too close or kung ang imong arch sa likod. Okay? So, kabantay mo katong ganina, this one, katong sa crest of the lower ridge, dapat ang kanisiya nga line, ang imong OCR, nasa sa tunang sin OCR. Okay? So, kanisiya, this is wrong. Dapat kanisiya ang OCR, ang kanang midline sa inyong OCR here, dapat in line with this outline. Okay? Para determining if open or close with one. So, ideal measurement for your OCR, anterior teeth, 3 to 5, measurement here, and then, kabagto. 3 to 5 millimeters, premolar area, 5 to 7, then molar area, 8 to 10. Okay, so maximum of 10. That's why if dapat tulungan siya kanino line o kani siya dapat tulungan siya. So dapat mo ni siya ang 5. So from here 5 millimeters padung sa liwal, from here to orbital 5 millimeters padung sa bakal. That will create a total of 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter thickness, okay, of your molar area nga OCR. So make sure na in-line na sila niya. Okay? So for tatay band, medyo mo adjust mo gamay kaya balance ang iyang arch. So tudloan na lang tamo sa una to pag-balance kaya medyo dibugod siya. For tatay Gary and nanay Juna, okay ra. You just follow the outline. Do you follow? Then for the measurements, 22 here is 12. Now, ang akong gisan is na siya 45 degrees nga excess. Okay? So, di ba kung ang terminal sa imo, hindi mo terminate ang imo distal surface of second molar. So, if ever you want na siya curve gamay, you add an excess here sa likod. But make sure na imong corner here is in line with your molar, your maxillary tuberosity outline. Okay? So, ang excess niya is arin na sa likod. That's why na ay curve, if you see the picture sa akong design na siya 45 degree excess dira. Okay? Kay later on, when you do your fastening, magputang mo excess nila. Okay? So it's either karon i-cutting yung distal surface sa cake sa yung second molar here, and then later on when you do your fastening, ay magputang, or karon pa lang naman yung OCR, putang na ninyo daan. Para later on, itang ninyo sa konti, ay pupumiya na din siya tanggal. Do you follow? So it's your preference na if magputang yung excess. Basta try, ganyan siya ang corner na coincide na this outline. Do you follow? Then you just follow the measurements. Anteriorly, protruded ka 15 degrees, but posteriorly, converging inside. So, nag-inhanak pagkawag ang imo OCR. Sa posterior, but sa anterior, pagawas. Okay? Mandibular, same hapon, anterior, pagawas, ang posterior, pasulod. Okay? Kaya mo follow ka gihapon sa kanto mga sa crustal ridge diha, so 5 o 5, so 10 millimeters. So mga na yun yung OCR. Okay? So ang imong shape sa imong OCR, when you view it here sa likod kan siya, it's trapezoidal. Okay? Na converge both sides and then flat ka sa upper. Okay? Do you follow? So trapezoidal na dapat ang iyang shape when I view it here sa likod. Do you follow? Do you have questions?
So, ano sa likod magtatak?
Yes, with that human initial.
What if they kabot o sa size na 10 mm?
Kaabot na siya. Kaabot na siya. Hindi tapakan. Tapakan na mo siya.
If sobra na pinagda.
Dapat diniknik nyo sa utangan here, sa hard palate area. Ari lang sa tube sa ulang shot. Here on the sides. Okay? So, if ever na siya undercut din na, kapag pinag-tube siya. Okay? Para ang inyong OCR is trapezoidal form. Okay? Kaya if wala may support here, when you plant your pontics na, matanggal na na yung forma, ma-deform ang inyong pag-setting sa inyong ipon. Okay? So, mas malos. Okay? Do you follow? If you don't have questions na, you can take your lunch and be back at 1. Okay?